Welcome back everyone, Man's Gaming Vault. Today we're taking a wild metal crunching trip back to 1996 with Destruction Derby 2 on the PlayStation 1. If you love chaos, twisted metal and arcade racing with a smash 'em up twist, then stick around because this game delivers all of that and more. We'll be diving deep into the gameplay, graphics, controls, sound, and whether this classic still holds up today. And of course, I'll be giving it my final rating at the end, so let's get into it. So what is Destruction Derby 2? Well, it's the sequel to Destruction Derby, one of the earliest games that made car crashes the main event, rather than just a frustrating accident. It was developed by Reflections Interactive and published by Psygnosis. This game takes everything from the original and cranks it up. Bigger crashes, better physics, and some absolutely brutal races that will leave your car looking like a crumpled mess. Let's talk about what you can actually do in Destruction Derby 2. You've got three main modes. Wreckin Racing. It's like a traditional racing game but with one catch. You can and should slam into opponents. The more damage you cause, the better. There's a stock car racing mode. This one's a bit like the normal racing game with actual rules and it's still chaotic as hell. Then you've got the Destruction Derby. This is what you came for. An all-out battle where the goal was simple. Wreck as many cars as possible before you're turned into a scrap metal. For the 1996 PS1 game, the graphics hold up pretty decently, compared to the first game anyway. Destruction Derby 2 has much more detailed car models, better crash physics and larger environments. Sure, it's got that classic PS1 jagged edges look, but the sense of speed and destruction is fantastic. The damage models, whilst not as detailed as modern games, were groundbreaking at the time. Watching your car slowly fall apart as you smash through opponents is very satisfying. Talking about the sound as well. If you love high energy 90s rock music, this soundtrack is going to be your jam. It perfectly matches the intensity of the races and keeps the adrenaline pumping. The sound effects, well, they're brutal. Every crash, smash, explosion of metal on metal makes you wince in the best way possible. You can really feel the destruction. Watch it! Alright, well, let's get real about the controls as well. They are rough. This is an old school arcade racing, meaning cars feel super floaty, handling is slippy, sometimes it feels like your car is fighting against you. The learning curve is pretty steep, and if you're used to modern racing games, Destruction Derby 2 will take you some getting used to. But once you master it, the chaotic fun makes it all worth it. Playing things today like Wreckfest gives you that feel of playing Destruction Derby 2 back in the day, but nothing quite hits like the originals. So the modern version of Wreckfest, I think, is a brilliant game, and it's a great sort of modern day version of what we had back in the day. So does Destruction Derby 2 still hold up today? If you love arcade style, destruction heavy racing, absolutely. It's got a unique charm that few games have captured since. Sure, the controls are a bit janky, graphics are a bit dated, but for pure fun of wrecking cars, it never gets old.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, it's time for that final score. After breaking it all down, Destruction Derby 2's got to get a solid Burning Man's Game Revolt rating of 8 out of 10. It's an absolute blast, but the tricky controls and occasional unfair AI can be frustrating. Still, if you want some mindless vehicular carnage, this game is one of the best ways to get it. So what do you think? Have you played Destruction Derby 2? Did you agree with my rating? Did you like Destruction Derby 2? Maybe you preferred Destruction Derby 1? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button please. And please hit the subscribe for more retro gaming content. And I'll see you in the next one.